Sorry about that. Good morning. So, real quick, I'm gonna run a little bit behind today. So the yesterday's session basically was between 510 and 520 for the Qs. Was between 5900 and 5975 to just under 6K. So basically, 5900 to 6000 for the SPX, and the majority of the time was spent basically between 595 and 590 on the SPY. Looking at what that did to structure, it was really nothing. We still have that split there at uh, 21,281, and then it was also the XS and A line for yesterday on the NQ. So that looks like it's starting to be a more of a critical support resistance line, that 21,281. Just real quick on positioning, 520 is still the biggest marker for the week for the Qs. We're currently trading 516.42. So, you know, we're, coming down one more level, and you can see that there's 510 to 509 for the week is some, area that could, really go. But I really wanted to point out yesterday, some market participants rolled down their 595 strikes to 570 for this Friday. So if things really fall out of bed, and of course we have to start making progress back below 595, and that could be, remember, Nvidia's after the bell tonight. We have news tomorrow. I think it's advanced GDP, and then Friday's core PCE. But anyways, there's news after the bell tonight, Nvidia, and then you got Thursday news and Friday news. Anyways, if we'll have to monitor this, but below 595 with an accelerating VIX into the end of the week, we could potentially, start heading towards this 570. I don't know what you can get. Someone could have just done a spread in here, but these are large positions, relatively speaking, in a short amount of time. So, of course, holding above 595, you don't have to worry about any of that whatsoever. And you can see for today, 590 is kind of like your little bit of a floor, uh, but beat up positioning. So let's get into everything else here. There's really not much on for the news front today. Uh, as far as the news goes, we're going to have new home sales at 10, crude at 10:30. We're going to have another talking head with audience questions talking about economic outlook and housing at noon today. And then today is day one of the G20 meetings. I'm sure Trump will have something to say there um, that will surprise everyone because he's not the status quo. So I would expect that to have some type of headline risk today as well. Uh, let's just get into the rest of this. One time framing is still down on an impulse move lower. So until a previous day's high is traded above between the bells, and it's the previous day's bell high is traded above, we are one time framing lower. So uh, it could end at any point in time, but you have to realize that's what's going on at this point in time. Uh, Overnight action, 26 and a half points for the ES, and then we are right around that XS and A line. So this is a decision point for the NQ. And remember, that's the split. Do you want to, which think of about these as two different auctions. We kind of, overnight just kind of drifted around over here. Uh, the, the the Dow and the Dow got to yesterday's high so far in the overnight session, and then for the ES above 6,000, I would even say about 6,020. You could go potentially up and start hitting some of these single prints that are above that are between 6,063 to 81 ish. You can look at, click on the blocks to get the exact number there. But and then on some real strength, you could potentially see 21,660 in the NQ that squeeze up into Nvidia and then come back down. Otherwise, we'll see if we can hold above value. You have to consider that we're opening above value on uh, everything except for the Russell if we were to open now, and we could obviously get down to yesterday's value area low pretty easily. Uh, as a that would be just like a neutral day. So let's watch. We are in it. Jack's going to go over his day frame indicator. We are flipping on the day frame. We're still, far below on the weekly. So we'll see what sequences Jack's looking at. Looking forward to that. I may not be here tomorrow. I will post tomorrow morning. I will post something. If I'm not, I still don't know yet. But anyways, trade safe. Use those brackets because there is headline risk today as well. Hope this helps. We'll see what Jack's looking at, and I'll talk to you either tomorrow.